Well, hello there, you wonderful humans, and welcome back to Dinkum. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and thank you for coming to... Oh god, it's so loud. Hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you for coming to hang out. Is it overly loud? I guess it's not. It's just... I'm so used to sitting in the silence today with my own thoughts. Oh god. Anyways, hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for coming to hang out. I know we started a little bit late today. Usually we stream at 5 p.m. Eastern, but we didn't today. Oh, hello, Rain. Charles, what's going on? Solo, Louisa, Sabina, G-Bone, Cheesy, freaking Patats, the best kind of Patats. Amanda, Alay, RM, Ms. Rengade, Cozy Joe. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome today. It's been a day. I spent the day getting depressed doing Unreal Engine stuff and realizing that I'm just doo-doo at it. But I did get some stuff done. Ghosty, what's going on? I want to chat. Yes, I think she should. I've been like all over the place. I would like her to move. There's no reason she shouldn't be able to move in right now. We got some pumpkin seeds. I do want to start farming. Producing one pumpkin. There's a plant that should have up to 4 offshoots. 780 each, huh? Ashlyn, what's going on? What it do? What it do? More to show today? Well, there's not really much. Honestly, I spent the entire day trying to convert the character to my to a different character, and it was so bad all day. I do have some stuff to show. I made choppable trees last night. Such chop, much tree. You'll be an expert at Unreal Engine soon. Well, the problem is I think I like Unity more because I can make custom in Unity they're called blueprints, and you can actually build stuff, or not, in Unreal Engine they're called blueprints. And if you download an asset, you're kind of just stuck using that asset as it is. You can do some various like little tweaks and stuff like that with textures, and I gotta just, maybe I just don't remember how to do it. It's been so many years. But in Unity, you can combine different assets that you have to make like a prefab, and that prefab can then be, you know, used for various things. So I could like make my own mine nodes, my own trees and things like that without having to learn Blender. But now I have to learn Blender to use Unreal Engine the way that I want. But I want to make an online game, and the best way to do that is with Unreal Engine, the level that I want to do it with. So like I'm torn because like I know Unity better, but the tools I have within, I don't know. I just got to learn all this stuff. I gotta learn all this stuff. Vague existence noises. I feel that. I feel that. Rain, what it do, girl? You got a gerb for me today? Why aren't you moving in yet? You carrying 5 fruit salad? Could I buy 5 fruit salad from you? Oh, dang. Deal. Dang, girl. Man, she's my sugar mama now. My salad mama. Yeah. Can you move in now? Why won't you move in yet? I've spent enough money with you. You're now my salad mama. What else could you possibly want? I guess I'll buy her watering can now, since we're gonna plant these patats or pumpkin boys. They won't move until they at least have 2 hearts? Okay. That explains it. I don't remember how many pumpkin seeds I bought. I applied for a deed so I could set up a permanent store here in town. There we go. I just didn't spend enough money. There we go. A new deed. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I can show... I do have... I always have Unity open. I haven't... Or not Unity. The game open. I'll show what I've been working on. So I basically just converted all of my instanced objects that are birch trees into interactable objects. That's actually one thing that I love about Unreal Engine is the way that the foliage system works, especially being able to convert everything in your scene all at once when you need to without having to replace everything in your scene. I guess I'll just click play. All right, so the thing I'm working on right now is, where'd my chat go? Oh, baby, come back. There we go. This is using Unreal Engine 5. Why does my chat? Oh, that's why. I have a content browser window open on the side. There we go. But I tried to replace the character today. And it just didn't work the way that I wanted it to. It didn't look the way that I wanted it to. It's a lot more complicated. I'm gonna have to change all the animations and all that stuff, which is gonna take time. So I'm trying to get understanding of the systems first. A cakeless twig. Yeah, don't look at the character, okay? Or the animations. Don't look at the wood either. That was my best attempt at making birch wood today to pick up. And that's what I got stuck on most of the day. And I don't have a new icon for it either. Because I have to design that. The nipples 3000, exactly. But yeah, you can pick up all the birch wood and everything. It goes into the inventory. You can use it for crafting for various things, which will all be replaced over time. And then we can mine. This is the next project, is I have to make my own mining nodes. But I at least build this into here so I could see how it would all work. They also drop too much stuff. But so the goal that I have now is to actually create a mineable rock, which I think isn't too complicated. The thing that I'm good at, I'm not great at creating things, but I'm decent at figuring out how things work and then going from there. So like I can see this interactable object that is already a thing, right? And then I have my loot lists here, so I can adjust what drops from certain things. I know how to do that. But I don't know how to make... I have to make a rock like these become a rock like that. It's a work in progress. Yeah, the crumbling effect is great. Yeah, that's a part of the chaos thing. That's what I got to figure out now. But the problem is... like, how do I even build that in Blender, you know? Because this, like, it's a pre-built kind of destruction thing. And, I don't know if I'm gonna end up keeping that or not, because then I have to make multiple, I have to do all that program or stuff inside of Blender, and it would be a lot easier in Unity. Only because I know how to use Unity. Oh, the character also swims, but I think I showed that yesterday. Yeah, it's really just something to try and occupy myself. I thought it would be great for, you know, the espresso depresso, but all it's doing is making me fail all day. I spent 7 hours. That's why we that's why we didn't stream. I was basically in Unity all day, or not Unity, Unreal Engine all day. And then I took a nap, depression nap, when I broke everything. And I woke up from the depression nap and I fixed everything, and now we're here. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna have to learn Blender, and that was realizing that was a very daunting challenge, I suppose. But all good things are worth the effort, right? Or I do want to learn how to do a thing in Unreal. It's 4 or 5 is download a thing that does it already, then pick it apart by looking at all the files. That is exactly what I'm doing. But the worst part is, like, the documentation for a lot of these things for Unreal Engine is just so, like, the documentation is so bad. The tutorials, I think I've gotten more angry at tutorials. If I have to listen to another person be like, that's not right, and then go back 15 different steps and be like, and then fix it all in the video. And I'm like, okay, look, there's a thing called you can edit, you can cut out the mistakes and then just show how to do it the right way. I mean, yeah, you can learn a lot from a mistake, but oh my God. Oh. Time is valuable as well, you know? Holy Christ, I've never been more mad. Or just the... Whew, whew. So now I'm like, now I need to get good at it so that way I can do tutorials. But then also all the tutorials are like 3 or 4 years old and you know, now Unreal Engine 5.5 is out and some of them are depreciated and stuff like that. And it's just like, oh, I just spent 30 minutes only to realize now that this isn't going to work. It's all part of the process, because every failure, even though it might not work, you're still learning and understanding the system and how things should work. So it's all valuable. It's just a frustrating process. Is that shooting stars? It is Animal Crossing, baby. Look at that stanker behind me. Rio, what's going on? So I don't know how the shooting stars in this game work, but I do remember saying that yesterday we were going to get rid of the dingo layer. Thank you all for coming to hang out for a late stream. We might derp around in Unreal Engine today a little bit. Like, I'm realizing I don't need to make like the most beautiful game. Like, I just want to make a game that is playable with people. And so even if my items look like doo-doo, if the game is fun, that's kind of all that matters, right? So there's part of me that's like, maybe I should use lower quality assets, like low poly instead of stylized. I really love the look of stylized, but if I go low poly, I'll probably end up being able to make a better game because I'll be less. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And I know I cannot make good stylized art, I don't think. I could do low poly, but then I would have to buy a whole bunch of new assets. Like, I've already spent a lot of money on assets. Mom says she just wants to be able to run around the map and hit you with a bat. I feel like that's a you thing. I don't think that's your mom at all. I think that's you. Making it work comes first. Exactly. So I'm just learning all the systems, and then honestly, once I learn all the systems, then I can decide what texture those systems get in the, like, later on, you know? I heard you were going down under. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, we were going to plant our farm today. That's right. I just can't win with you. Was it actually? I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Totally. So what even uses tin? Some roo-poo. I was about to offer Tag the same advice about the shooting stars. The big slow one will drop a meteorite and crack it open for a surprise. I'm pretty sure we just heard it. I heard a crash. Am I staying up late? Yeah, probably having a little bit of like just a manic, just kind of need to, I don't know. I'm always going through something when I start making games. I just need something to occupy the mind. It's definitely healthy. but we're gonna finish it this time. Well, I don't know if we're gonna finish it. We're gonna keep doing it though. Worst comes to worst, if I can't design the things that I want, I can hire somebody that can. If I can figure out the systems, I just can't make it, I can hire somebody that can make it, right? If I decide to actually turn it into a game. Now I'll just make things that just look like butts. It'll be fine. Boop, boop, boo, doo, doo, doo. You know, you want to know, I saw this one thing that I heavily debated picking up. Cozy Life Unreal. So this is making a game like Animal Crossing and Unreal Engine.
I can also catch butterflies.
Hold on.
Go ahead and try this out. Okay, perfect.
This is pretty crazy. This project, I mean, honestly, like,
Right, the shovel doesn't really good, but
probably can't use this because it's way too,
by Pepe and Marui,
way too,
this is not,
you know, exactly like Animal Crossing.
it feels just like Animal
But they did a really good job with it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
And this is all built in Unreal Engine too. But, I mean, but with better lighting and stuff, it's kind of cool. And 2 people put all this stuff together. And this is like an asset pack that you can get for Unreal Engine. It used to be on the marketplace, but it's not now. I want to play the fake Animal Crossing. But I thought it's pretty cool. They did a really good job with it. They like everything's curved. I don't think there's any terraforming, which is, you know, fine, but I don't necessarily want to build an Animal Crossing clone. I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. Thought about it. All right, we need our tools, which we kept over here. I don't know if you know about it, but there's a program called Game Maker. I did my own space shooter game, but I did a polar bear shooting snowballs at penguins. Nice. No, there's a lot. There's so many good codeless stuff coming out. And there's definitely plenty of game makers. There's one that I've been following pretty closely called RPG Forge, I believe is what it's called. That looks really good. I am backing it already on Patreon. It doesn't have anything that you can really use yet, but I get to see all the development process for it. I did find on Unity all the all the stuff to be able to make our own simulator really easily, like our own supermarket simmer stuff. I found all the stuff that and all of the assets that people are using to make those games right now. I was like, I could do that really easy. Ooh, can I sell this? Is this worth good money? So I debated that, but I mean to do that. I got some honey, I guess. That's cool. All right, we're gonna make our farm. I got them gum nuts for you. You want that sweet gummy nut? Eat everything. Oh, Butterfingers. That's exactly what happened. Bald Man Simulator? Y'all shut up right now. I'll end each and every one of you. Boop. Also, Casey, how's Jakey Poo doing today? Is he living that sweet Jakey life? Hopefully not working tonight. right, our farm's gonna go right there. Bam, 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 bam. But no, I actually fully debated whether and we gotta get our hoe streaming stuff in Unreal Engine today, but I don't nearly know enough to be able to. Like, I still have to figure out the quest system, dialogue system, crafting, so many different things. Never ending shenaniganry. Someone said a meteor can sell for 1,000,000 dinks. I haven't seen one yet. I know I should probably keep watching for it, but we gotta find a big one, right? I heard one fall. GTA 6 ever gonna be a thing? Yeah, we have a date for it now. I don't care at all that I got delayed. I mean, I might be homeless by the time it comes out the way that everything's going, but it'll be great. D, what's going on? How you been? All right, so we got... There we go. Oh, all right, I guess we gotta go to sleep. Did you follow up on your apartment, Stitch? I mean, I could raise a stink, and I kind of really want to. But then I realized that, like, if I tried to move right now, so Caden's summer break is soon, and then by the time his summer break ends, I only have a month left here. So, I might as well just not make things more chaotic than they need to be, and just spend the summer here with Caden. And then I'll move after summer break. I could do it right now, but it's not like I have plans for it, you know? Where am I trying to move to? I have no idea. All I know is I don't want to be in Columbus anymore, so... Place is a hellhole. Gives more time to decide. Yeah. You need a plan to move nearly 90 days in advance. You plan to rent again wherever you move. Yeah, that's the trouble. I need to also make sure that this BS isn't on my record for not being able to like rent again. Honestly, just the whole thing's ridiculous. Bottle of water. You know, I can't believe he designed all of the textures and everything himself too. Oh, thank you, Rhea. Just tag saying super chats. We haven't gotten one. Gotten the milestones. And Halo, thank you for 49 months. And Kirsten for the 30 months. I like how the clock just vanishes and it says late. Yeah. Bing, 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 bing. All right, we got some tasty little treats growing. None of these are populating anymore either. Dude makes me nauseous because of my hand. Because of your hand? What did you do to your hand? The thing I want to talk about, but I can't drive. I'm gonna be. What do you mean? What did you do? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, freaking ay. Okay, whoa. We gotta put stuff in storage. We need to make some sweet, sweet cash today. Do we? Yeah, because we need to pay off. Wait, we've already paid off. No, we got to pay 250,000 dinks. I don't like the ... after the rent part there. Do. You have 2nd-degree burns across my whole right hand, so I can't use it. How the hell did you do that? Did you put mustard on it? If you haven't put mustard on it, you should. Just throwing that out there. Don't do it. Too late. Gotta do it when it happens. The pic is in Discord, my hand covered in mustard. Oh my god. What did you do? Ay, ay, ay. Just fired from life. Alex, what's going on? What did it do? Alright, so we got a cassette when we were down in the hole yesterday. The keys in there, put the paint, the boogie board. Mighty seeds. I'll give you some mighty seeds. I'll totally be your sponsor for Dinkum and pay off your debts. No. Because then we would have nothing to do, you know? Alright, we need to try and make some monies. You got 60 million dinks? Oh my god. Yo, Tag, how long have you been learning Unreal Engine? I have a game I want to make, a roguelike convent store simulator, but I'm not sure where to start. So I've just been picking up assets and deconstructing the assets, and then also checking out whatever tutorials they have for said asset. Irish Lad, I would recommend looking. There are 2 very, very good assets on the Unity store that would be perfect for that. So I would check out Unity over Unreal. I think, and it's a lot easier to learn too. Haunted, you thinking about your ex a little too much, ma'am. You in trouble. Sorry, roguelike convenience store simulator. I figured that's what you meant. That's a big old bug boy right there. That's got to go into the museum. Shoink. Don't show your shards at all. Can't stop me. I'm gonna keep selling them. Mining license, a better pickaxe. I think we're gonna do that. Ooh, fishing license. Then we can fish for sharks, right? As a holder craft crab pots, unlocks a new fishing rod. We get crab pots, a better fishing rod. Maybe we'll do that and the trapping license as well. So we can make crab pots, we can make the iron fishing rod, and we'll craft the trapping license now too. Animal collection points, and a simple animal trap. We'll make advanced animal traps now. It's got animal trap, and we'll trap some dingoes today. Oh, I know they're required to enter the second level of the mines, but I'm not even ready to do that yet. Y'all know that. Y'all crazy if you think I'm ready to do that yet. You know what I do need? Money. So I'm broker than a dollar store hooker. The hell is that? A drumstick. Let's see. Got a little bit of a late start on the mushroom picking. Now I got to make stylized mushrooms too. Doop 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 boo. KJ, thank you for coming to Super Bean. Oh yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's my Have I not paid my phone bill? I don't think I paid my phone bill. I'm just realizing. I was like, man, I ain't heard from nobody today. I mean, I don't hear from anybody really ever unless they want something from me. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Whoops. Aha. Whoopsie daisy. The latest system going on trapping animals in Dinkum is putting down the animal collection points, then surrounding it with the traps and luring the animals there. Denise, don't you remember I got my identity stolen? I had to re-get everything in my entire life. I forgot one bill. I think I did pretty good. That's why God made autopay. Yeah. Okay, let's turn in these boogs. I don't see any more. Any chances this will come to Switch? We have no idea. But my personal opinion is nothing good comes to the Switch. Unless you want 10-year-old games just being remade. Do you want good games? Get a Steam Deck. Because this does work on that. I don't like Nintendo. It's the moral of that story. Funk. Boop, boo, doo, boo, doo, 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 doo. Don't you dare eat my booty. Oh, you son of a motherless goat. You piece of garbage. I've considered getting a Steam Deck. Currently only have a Switch. That is perfectly fair. We got a stinky boy right there. Yoink. It looks like a stink. I don't know. All bugs look kind of stinky to me. All right. I don't remember what we were doing. We were doing something. It felt really important. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? Who done stole my frickin' pumpkin boys? Oh, hell. Alright, we need to make a scarecrow stat. Man. Alright, how do we do that? Scarecrow, we need a pumpkin. Great, okay. Or a watermelon. You can eat my watermelon butt. Oh, yeah. A crab pot. Put it in shallow water. Leave it for a day. Copper and an iron bar. I wonder if that's worth it. I do want to make a better fishing boy. We need 2 iron bars for that. LED, thank you for coming to Super Bean. How have you been? So with the iron bar, we can fish for sharks now, right? Or with the iron fishing rod? That's how it works. That's pretty exciting. Then we got an animal trap, iron bar, hardwood planks. Your mom's a hardwood plank. And an old spring. Okay. Life be life. I finished my first 2 semesters of my master's. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Get it. Get it. I hope things are going well. That's amazing. All right, let's make some more salad real quick. I got all sorts of different types of meats in here too. We got to be able to make something out of that. Right? I want to make these traps. And we need more saws. You still have to bash the shark when you land it? Oh, great. Okay, got some of that. Maybe I made this game on Steam sometime. Looks fun. It's a good game. It's a good game. Since you're the reason I got into Lens Island with 1.0 coming out in June, are you going to pick it up again by any chance? I love that game. Lens Island's another game made by just one person. That's also phenomenal. Okay, so we got the better fishing rod already. We got some gummy nuts. We got our fruitables. We just need more Kwong Dongs. We can't seem to get enough Kwong Dong in our life. Oh, wait, no, we don't want feathers there. We don't want bones. I guess we can, yeah. Oh, do feathers only... There we go. Okay, that's more better. To remind myself, how many hours you've sunk into Dinkum previously and not a newbie to it? I mean... We've only played like 40 hours before. Alright, so we were wanting to make an animal trap. We need iron springs. Alright, so that's 4 animal traps. Now we need the animal deposit hole button thing too, right? I'm assuming that's craftable. We need nails and palm wood for that. Do we need... We really don't need more than one, right? Okay. Put those in there. Those in there. We're gonna try and fish with our new fishing rod too. One of the biggest changes is food buffs. It definitely has changed a ton. All right, so we only got one stabby boy. So if we catch a shark, hopefully we can still kill it. Oh God. And I've realized the stamina is quite a bit more difficult. Oh, and thank you, Cozy. Like your pink dress? Thank you, Emily. We need to start making that waddle brew as well. I made good money before. Had to re-up on some vodka. Ah, yeah. Let's go. All right. Our pockets are empty and our dreams are big. What are we gonna get? Is your mom hiding today? There we go. Okay, we got our first shark. So apparently we can fish for sharks with this, right? How does that work though? Do we got to get in front of its dirty little shark snoot? What happens if we do catch the shark? Oh my God. No way. How are we catching a shark from land? That's crazy. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, there's so many sharks out here. All right, we gotta do better this time. Come here, big boy. Or girl, I don't know. Come here. Do we dare stand in the water when we do this? That's right. Give it a good old bite. Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta reel it in. We gotta do much better this time. Man, how are we supposed to... What? Hope you got a big prison pocket. Excuse me? I got the biggest prison pocket, all right? I think we need to get a fish closer. Maybe we need a boat. Can't believe you just told me. I hope you got a thick old prison wallet. Can we catch this little baby fish? What the heck? What even is life? You can also spear them if you're close enough. Oh wait, are you just telling me that the only reason that we can fish sharks is just stab them like we usually would anyways? Is there no other benefit to it than that? The plot doth thicken. Is that a lionfish? Oh my god, it is. And we need a boat. Big old boat. Don't let that dog bite my emu's sister. Oh, now you're claiming the emus, huh? All right, all right, all right. Ooh, wait. That's a lionfish. I ain't no rocket surgeon, but I know a lionfish when I see one. That's 1000% not a lionfish. What choice do I have? Like, I don't want to unleash your wrath again today upon my poor. I'm never taking photos of myself ever again after the shenaniganry a few nights ago. I'd have to be crazy. All right, so what do we think? What do we think? Do we keep? So like, all right. So look, let's have a poll. If I were to make a game, do we keep it stylized like this? And then I have to learn how to then design my own stylized stuff like this. Or do we do low poly? To make it easier. Make a rowboat? Want to make a rowboat? Stylized, you can do it, but also low poly is fine too. Thanks, Kamari. I appreciate the faith, Kamari. All right, fish catcher. I'll wet your thumb. We need to get more Nook miles. This looks pretty, but low poly is cool too. That's true. I mean, there's some good low poly stuff like... let me see if I can pull it up. So the way that I'm learning Unreal Engine is by doing this. So if we do low poly, like I think Cinti is one that makes really good assets. Like this is like low poly desert, which is still pretty in its own way. But I could definitely Mom says as long as there's a bat or a net, the utter audacity. Low poly ultimate. Oh, this is for like something else. Like low poly nature. Like this is pretty nice. It's got mushrooms. Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Low poly savanna. Actually, I think this is... Yeah, they have a ton of low poly stuff, but their low poly stuff is almost high quality. Low poly landscapes. Holy cow. Oh, my Atlanta. Low poly island. Birch trees. Palm trees. They got everything. Holy cow. They got some rocks. Ooh, or guns. Oh my god. Low poly savanna makes you think of Lion King. That's fair. I think I could definitely manage low poly, like in Blender. They got a swamp. This is what I do during the day. I just nerd out and just look at asset packs, or try and like look at an asset pack and try and figure out if something I could actually make. A low poly fishman. Oh my god. So this one has a whole bunch of enemies. Oh god. Holy Christ on a muffin. I know we should be playing Dinkum right now, but this is how, you know, ADD works. Like, I'm constantly thinking about a low quality ocean pack. Oh man, we can make under... They got sharks? Oh shoot. Alien planet. Oh, this is expensive. Look at those fish boys, though. Those are realistic fish boys. Somebody likes fish, I think. Fish in space. Dustin, I'm gonna need a loan for some asset packs. Yeah, so for those of you joining now, this is kind of where we're at with things. Do do do, boo boo doo boo boo. For this one, this is my little nerd project. It's okay, we're having fun watching you. I'm just sharing my nerd rage, you know. Do do do. Gimme. Gimme. I don't know if I like having the items fall on the ground or if I just want them to go straight into the inventory. I feel like I might adjust it to go straight into the inventory. But then this part of me will like suffer and pick it up from the ground, you heathens. Stupid trees. Look how ugly that is. Yeah. The more realistic, the harder it is for me to do anything in Blender. Next, I gotta make all of these interact. Like, I can hit them now, but they don't break and drop anything yet. So I'll probably do that tonight. All right, I got some coconuts. It's a lot of coconuts, actually. So choppable. Such chopping power I have. All right, I think we've crafted everything that we want to craft already today. We're at 147,000 dinky boys. The question is the fishing better at night? Nope, because we have no energy now. Got a speeding ticket for going 9 over. They take in the asset pack money. Oh my God. Well, that's what you get for driving around in a Lotus. Of course they're going to stop you for 9. Usually it's 9, you're fine, 10, your ass is mine. But they're at that point, they're just being like, oh, I'm PB and jelly right now. Ah, the clother, yes. Boop, boop, boop. All right, I'll be right back. Un momento. Oh, rotten. It was the truck. Burn Dallas to the ground. That's crazy. Can't believe they stopped you for going 9 over. You know you were going 9 miles over the speed limit. So yeah, like everybody else in the world. Isn't that pretty serious speeding? Nah, I don't know. Whew. Made that one a little bit strong. Ooh, we got all sorts of mushrooms today. I don't like that everything is like right click to harvest and then mushrooms are like E and then right click. The hell was that? Don't you touch my mushrooms, dirty little dogs. I don't know. I once got stopped for going 70 over the speed limit, so I feel like 9's pretty not bad. Pretty not bad. All right, so we got the fishing rod, we got things, we got stuff, we got fruitables. 70 or 7? Oh no, it was 70. I spent the night in jail. Oh, the worst part it was with another cop who threw me under the bus. Boop 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 doo doo. You like coconuts? 4,698 for uncooked coconuts. Can we cook a coconut? I don't know. We're about to live life extremely dangerously, though. It was 115 in a 45. On a motorcycle, I didn't have a license to drive. Because I didn't want to get my motorcycle license. All right, we're living life dangerously. Boop doop 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 boop. Look, I never got in trouble my whole life. I got it all dropped. It was fine. I just had to pay a bunch of money in fines. But nothing went on my record, especially because I still had a New York license. New York doesn't transfer. If you have in Georgia, if you have a license in New York, at the time I still did, they can't transfer points to your license. So they thought they were getting me by I would have gotten a lot of points on my license, but I didn't have a Georgia license. I do now, 12 years later, but they have us all since dropped. So I won. We're 5. Wow, okay then. Why go fast? Needed to poop ferociously. You know when you're just prairie dogging and it's an emergency? I wonder if a cop would take that as an excuse. If you're like, look, I'm about to shit my pants. I feel like any cop would be like, you know what? I get it. Okay, can we cook coconuts? That's the question. No. So we can't make more money from coconuts. They don't? My aunt tried that? That's unfortunate. I'd be the cop that said prove it. And then you do, though. Like, what if you do? Honestly, that legit happened to me. Pulled over when I was about to explode, and then he gave me a warning for my address being wrong. Oh no. Why do cops ask for where are you headed? First off, who would answer that? And secondly, why would they care? Yeah, like really, why does it matter? I mean, maybe if you're like, yeah, I'm going to the hospital because somebody's like dying or something like that. Maybe that's a potential out right there. I don't think it is though. A woman once got out of a speeding ticket because she sneezed her tampon out, was a crying mess and had bloody hands, and the deputy walked up to her door. Still would have given her a ticket. That sounds like a personal problem, not a me problem. Debbie was like, license is registered. Oh my god, are you okay? I would have given 2 tickets. Y'all get out of too many tickets just by crying. It's not fair. Y'all deserve an extra ticket for crying. Now let's sell these yabbies. Oh god, why did I sell this one at a time? Flirting works too sometimes. Get the hell out of it. You're fired. Ashlyn, your mom's fired. Okay, I think the moral of the story that we've learned today is that if we want to make a lot more money, we need more trees. So we're gonna make a big old tree and wattle farm right now, because I feel like that's just the easiest passive income we can get. Got a parking ticket when I literally ran outside and back out. Oh no. Wait, what do we have the most fruitables of right now? Where are my fruitables right now? I think they're over here. All right, so we got Kwang da dong dong dongs. I'm still missing. I got the slippery jack. Y'all want some slippery jack? I hate the name of that. Where's that mushroom soup? Spag bowl. Mushroom risotto. What the hell? Scones. Egg fried rice. A garden salad. Pumpkin soup. Milk? I need to milk something? Cheesy spag. Mushroom soup. I need a yellow morel. I don't have any of those yet. I know where they are. I can't seem to find one. I would pay money to try and see Tag flirt his way out of a ticket. Just like, hey there, big boy. Sucky, sucky, no ticket? Question mark? Totally would work. 100% of the time. Look, I'm sure I'm not the only person that would be offering that to get out of a ticket. My husband would understand if I took off my wedding ring to get out of a ticket. How about we rephrase this in a new scenario? How would you feel if your husband took off his wedding ring to get out of a ticket? I'm sure there would be an argument and sleeping on the couch afterwards 100% of the time. What am I gonna do with all these drumsticks? All right, maybe we try and sell these because they don't seem to go into anything that we can make right now. It would not be the first time. Oh no. I have to get a new phone tomorrow. Nothing like spending an entire day just realizing that until you realize that your phone is 1000% broken. Kern! I'll make a kern dog? Shoot. A pasty. At this point, I'd be happy if my husband tried anything to get out of a ticket. He gets so many. Oh my god. I guess we gotta start milking some emus. A sausage roll. We need flour, a big chicken egg, and an onion. What do I make with the frickin' things? don't even got big chicken eggs. I got little baby chicken eggs. This game's size shaming me right now, and I really don't appreciate it. Tag, are you more of a Jeep guy or a Bronco guy? Ugh. I had a friend who had a Jeep. They're the most uncomfortable vehicles ever. They're not... No. And are we talking about the baby Bronco or a regular Bronco? So my car for a bit was the... I'm not a big car guy, if I'm being completely honest. Jeeps are so unbelievably uncomfortable, though. And I do like long distance drives a lot, or I used to. I haven't in like 2 years, but I used to all the time. And I would rather be shot in the butt than do that in a Jeep. The baby Bronco is more comfy. You know, the best part is when the Bronco and the baby Bronco, like it's like a Bronco but not, came out. We actually had one of the higher ups at Ford message me, and that became the official term internally for the quote unquote Bronco before the real Bronco came out. I called it the baby Bronco. I do like the customizability of the actual Bronco now. I think that's been out for a few years now. Oh, cozy. What about smart or compact cars? I'm a big dude. I can't fit in a compact car. I mean, my head hits the ceiling in normal cars. I'm not even that tall. I just got a long torso, and I'm thicker than a box of jelly donuts.
Brown and sticky. A stick.
What's brown and stick? Jesus Christ. I can't get with electric cars yet because, like I said, long distance traveler. If you've ever tried to drive all the way west before, you'll realize how terrible electric vehicles are. Because there's nothing like having to wait an extra hour every few hours to charge your car. But then also, if everybody has electric cars, then literally everybody on the road is also doing the same thing. So then, like, you're literally going to be waiting hours upon hours to even just get a spot. Ugh. At some point, sure. Why, like hybrids? Yeah, hybrids are really good. I think hybrids is the best option. Electric is doo-doo. Straight gas, still pretty doo-doo. Hybrids, pretty phenomenal. Driving east in an electric car isn't bad. I do lots. Yeah, it's not bad now when a lot of people don't have them. But like if you're going, say, Texas to California or Georgia to Texas, like there's going to be gas stations that aren't available for a long period of time. And most of these places only have maybe, I think the max I've seen is 10 spots. And the only reason it's viable now is because not everybody has an electric vehicle. If everybody had one, imagine everyone, you know, lines. So if you're traveling west right now, you can see the lines for filling up for gas. They're pretty long because you go long periods of time without a gas station. Imagine that, but it takes 45 minutes to fill up rather than 2 minutes. There's going to be a big problem. It gets really bad already just on gas going west when there's so few gas stations. But if demand goes up, then wouldn't they make more charging ports? Yeah, but then imagine... need more Buckies with 100 gas pumps. Yeah, but even Buckies get filled up. But then imagine like trying to do that for like you need thousands to support electric vehicles. Like you literally just have like an entire neighborhood become a fucking parking lot for charging vehicles. Like it's just not, it's not the most effective thing ever. But then you have like China and Japan that are doing like where you charge as you just drive on the road, which is way better, but America's too dumb for that stuff, so we're never gonna do that. That and battery tech just isn't there, and lithium mines destroy hundreds of square miles each. Oh yeah. Let's not even get into how terrible for the environment lithium mining is. It's way worse. It's, yeah. Almost bought a Shelby Cobra. Didn't because I literally couldn't fit. Had to use the corner of my foot not to press the gas and brake at the same time. Yeah. Okay. We got meat on a stick. We got, how much money do we have right now? 212 dinks. We need 30,000, 40. We need many, many more dinks. I have an electric vehicle and I did my research to make sure the charge time wasn't that high. My EV6 charges at 18 minutes. I can get from San Antonio to Waco, Texas on a single charge. Look, I'm not trying to knock electric vehicles that much. Definitely believe there's their place. Absolutely. I mean, for what I'm doing currently, honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. Man, catching a shark is a pain in the tuchus. Oh god, not a Mazda Miata. I remember when I was a child and I was playing Gran Turismo and I thought a Mazda Miata was my dream car one day. I don't know why my 10-11-year-old self playing Gran Turismo was like, Mazda Miata, that's the best car I could ever get. And then I actually sat in one as an adult and I was like, man, it's like fitting a walrus and a tuna can in here. I can't do it. I need space. I like my current car. I traded in my Defender for a Genesis. It's which still a little bit too small of a car for me, but it's pretty comfy still. I like it. Wow, I was not traded. No, I traded for a Genesis. My first car was a 69 Corvette though. You know, I lived in upstate New York at the time, so I wasn't the best first car to have for winter time, so I literally just could not drive it. So then I got an Oldsmobile Alero. It was my first like multi-year car. And then I had a Honda Civic after that, when the Oldsmobile Alero died. Back in the olden times. Oh, hello, Shark Boy. You know, why don't I just stab it? You want some of this, big boy? It does. It wants all of it, in fact. Oh my God. They all want all of it. They want this sweet, fleshy body. Come here. Oh, don't you run from me. I'll fish you up. Get back here, Buttercup. The utter freaking audacity of these sharks to run away. I thought sharks were all about rage, not running away from a challenge. What is this? I'm gonna get you. You ain't escaping to the ocean, big boy. You ain't escaping to the ocean. Yeah, give me that sweet fleshy body. Give me that shark meat. Yes. We did it. Look at that guy just out there being like, you ain't getting this meat, big boy. Do we find Kiddo's shirt? No, we haven't. But a 1989 Jeep Cherokee. That was my first best car. Nice. Wonder how much shark meat sells for. All right, we got the John Travolta fish to fish up tonight still. I think that's one right there. Oh, and there's a shark. It's a bluefish. When Tag gets to Texas, I'll video him driving the small car 70 over the speed limit and share here. No. Look, we don't need to get your nice new car impounded, all right? It seems like a bad idea. Man, catching the sharks is a pain in the tuchus. It's not worth it. What were those asset packs for? Oh, the stuff that I was looking. This game or something else? Oh no. So I'm in the process of. I'll show you. It's for this. It's my own game. We talked about this the other day on the phone, like where I'm just full blown nerd raging into making my own game. So this was the aesthetic that I was going for, and I've already done a lot in this already, but now I've learned the systems to be able to do this on my own. But I'm realizing that I need to learn Blender. And so I'm making a survival game inside of Unreal Engine. And I've decided that maybe low poly might be the way to go, because I can make low poly pretty easily, but getting higher quality than that, then you need bigger talent, which means paying other people, because I'm artistically challenged, to be fair. So I was like, can I actually get in Blender and hit the same kind of quality? Probably not. I know for a fact, because I've done it already before, that I can do low poly in Blender. This is the one we need to partner up on. Oh, easily, man. Not like, so this is going to be a fully multiplayer survival game that I'm working on making. And yeah, it's using a lot of different assets and things like that that'll get changed over time, but like you can have skills, you're gonna be able to have stats. It's gonna be there's gonna be a ton to it at some point in time. But these stupid rocks, I need to make these destructible next, and the trees. But like this looks like doo-doo, because like making destructible stuff that's not, that's higher quality is slightly more difficult. And bats, we need bats, all the bats. But yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty, like this is like the quality that I would like to get to. But I could build everything in low poly and then eventually upgrade everything to this kind of thing as well. But I don't know, it's nice. I did get the swimming and underwater animations and stuff to work though. It's a learning process. But I'm super nerdy and I don't sleep, so I'll figure it all out one way or another. Have you made all that stuff, like the water and stuff? So it's a combination of like Unreal Engine blueprints, and then you attach different assets. Some of the assets I've tweaked and made myself. Most of the assets that you saw were already like just purchased on the Unreal Engine store. Which, to be fair, the majority of the games that you play are using assets. Like this one, this game uses all, from what I can tell at least, all custom made stuff. But many of the games that we've been playing over the last 2 years are using assets from Unity or Unreal Engine for the most part, and then custom stuff in between, which is where I'm realizing. So like you can buy assets, right? Like this is an asset, but when it comes to actually chopping the tree and all the items that come from that, then that's all going to be, you know, handmade stuff. Like I can have this rock, but if I make a destructible rock, which is this low poly thing right here, you can see the you can see the difference. I can get there, but I have to figure out how to get there, you know. But most games that are made in Unity and most indie games right now, they use lots and lots of assets, and then they customize and change those assets depending on what they need, which is, you know, completely fair. This is exactly what I'm doing too. 12-year-old me was obsessed with the 1979 Chevy Camaro. Oh yes. Yep. Absolutely. They're phenomenal. I was also. All right, we're at. I was really hoping Franklin would be here today. I kind of want Franklin first before I get Rain. Seems like he learns new stuff like I do, just sheer stubbornness. I was working on learning a new program today and I knew it could do what I wanted. It just kept plugging away until it worked. Exactly, yeah. This is why I want a partner, so I can force it back to I Am Cow. Good old I Am Cow. The one true game. I would watch streams of that for hours. I thought about doing it tonight. Honestly, I might still do it because look, I'm gonna be up until probably 3 a.m. messing with Unreal Engine tonight. If y'all don't mind watching me literally just watch YouTube instructional videos and just messing with stuff, I'll probably I basically have to make my own mining instance. My goal is, I figured out how to do trees. I'm not going to do any more trees right now. My next goal is to make the mining stuff so I can get stones and iron and figure out how that populates into the game. And then after that, then I want to figure out how the crafting system works. So I'm going to go from like basically, so I've got all the tree stuff figured out. Now I'm going to figure out how the mining system in this asset works. And then once I can do that, then I can basically take both of those and start building my crafting system. And then I'm going to go into enemy AI after that and start populating my own enemies with their own drops, which is going to get into the cooking system. Then I'll figure that out after that. So that's kind of like my process, but being a day and a half into it, we're doing pretty good so far. Rosalie, thank you for coming to Super Bean. Thank you. But yeah, Dustin, like I started this project just because like yes, we're developing another game, which is, you know, going to be releasing Q4 next year, probably. Y'all will be getting more information about that soon. But I love actually being involved in like the process of building things. And like, I love learning. I love finding out new skills and like implementing them. And I haven't done that in years. Like that's the thing that fascinated with me with astrophotography was it was this tangible thing that I could learn and actually create. And I haven't had that in a few years. And it feels really good to get back into it's stressful because like I'm a perfectionist and I hate failing at stuff, and I failed literally all day today. But that's also part of the learning process, and that's the same thing that made me fall in love with astrophotography was the constant failing and just spending endless nights just trying to get better. Are you going to turn us all into NPCs? Probably. Nicholas, welcome back. How's it going? All right, so we've got some flake. I want to see how much shark meat sells for. It's Saturday. That should be open today. We can buy a mine pass. I want to go into the mines. We've got food. Please make a redhead named Lucy. So I'm kind of torn. So like part of me wants to make like a survival game. A survival game with a bit of a with I don't know. I'm kind of torn on what I want to make. Like I kind of want to make a heavily multiplayer dedicated server game that is a cross between a survival game and like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, but at the same time like that means having to build a robust NPC system, which kind of interferes with the typical survival game stuff, but also could be really, really fun to explore. So like basically the two different versions would be making like kind of procedurally generated maps that would allow people to do whatever they want on, or making something more similar to I guess to this, where you have a map and then you can actually, I think these maps are procedurally generated too. I'm not sure actually. Make a dating sim. Oh my God. I just want to catch sharks, but I can't because they're too hard to catch. Let's go collect some waddle. And Dustin, if you want a partner on this, it's going to be me and the people that I hired to do the things that I literally can't do myself. Using us to bounce ideas off of NPC content. Oh yeah. And like, so the quest system is something I'm going to be learning next. And I think that's Bald Man Dating Sim. Oh my God. I do know I'm going to have pets and companions in the game. And those pets are going to also be able to be companions. It's going to be fun. I already started learning that today too. People have like all sorts of different pets, and there's going to be a taming system in the game, kind of similar to Ark. The bald bachelor, if you will. Whoa. You shut up right now. All right, we need Kwangdongs. So we're gonna expand our tree growing empire. Do Nintendogs, but your version? Oh my God. Good old Nintendogs. Look, no one wants a depressed 36-year-old bald man, all right? Okay, we need more. We need Kwangdongs. We need... I think we just need Kwangdongs. What should you do with the amber? I don't know, actually. Chonky Nintendogs. That's what we can call it. The real question is, can we pet the animals? Oh, of course. What are we, chopped liver? Wait, where? Cozy, are you still here? Where do Kwangdongs grow? I can't ever seem to find them. Seem to remember Sky offering to go through all the applications. What? No. Sky's married. What you talking about? Well, not married, but almost. Essentially. Kwangdongs. Are they a desert fruit? The Switch 2 will never be cool enough to have Nintendogs, all right? We know this. Also, Dustin, if you're still here, my phone is apparently broken. I gotta go get a new phone tomorrow. I had an update the other day, yesterday actually, and then today nothing works anymore. I have no idea what's going on. Nintendo cats, yes. Quong da dong dong dong. The Switch 2 won't even give me Animal Crossing from GameCube. Honestly, you know, I think it's a good sign that they didn't remake the OG Animal Crossing for the Switch 2 with everything. I think that is a good sign that within the next 3 to 4 years, we'll have a new Animal Crossing. I think they're going to suck the ever-loving nut out of Mario, Pokemon, and Zelda for the next 2 or 3 years, and then we'll finally get another Animal Crossing. Because we know, look, you can either be a Nintendo creator that hypes everything that, you know, every piece of garbage that Nintendo drips onto their plate, or you can be honest and be like, yeah, most of what they release is absolute doo-doo. Nobody actually wants it. I was going somewhere with that, and then I thought I found something, and then I didn't. Look, the problem with Nintendo is they don't like making anything new, which means making a new Animal Crossing is a big investment. And when they know that all of you are gonna buy every piece of dribble garbage that they release, like, they're not gonna make new stuff. That's the sad truth of Nintendo. Garbage makes me happy, and that's fair. Like they know the one thing about Nintendo is they don't take risks, and they've been incredibly successful because they do not take risks. And they've, you know, become the top console in the world because of that. I don't know if actually Sony or Nintendo is higher. I think Nintendo might be now, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But they don't take risks because they know what people like. And they really, like, shoot. They thought New Horizons was going to be a failure. And it's their top selling game of all time. But the problem with that is they're probably like, that's only because it was COVID. Without COVID, I'm going to be honest. I think without COVID, Animal Crossing New Horizons probably wouldn't have done as well as it did. And I think they know that, which is why they're not in a rush to make another one. We probably won't get another one until the next pandemic, if I'm being honest. Bill, what's going on? There is no way that New Horizons would have popped off the same way without the pandemic. And they have the statistics to prove that over the last 25 years. Which is why they're not in a rush to do it again. So, like, look, if we get... I'm just saying... Let's put our conspiracy hat on right now. If Nintendo releases another Animal Crossing and suddenly there's a new pandemic, we know what happened. All right. We can take our tinfoil hats off now. I mean, measles is on its way. Bill, glad to have you here, Bill. But I expect we'll have a new Animal Crossing probably 2 years. No, my hat. Caroline, what'd it do? My tinfoil hat stays on. Thank you. Look, there's nothing more fun than just delving into some weird conspiracies, you know? Theoretically, wouldn't the Animal Crossing fan base be enough to invest in making a new one? One would think, but that's not typically how it ends up working out. Just because there's a fan base at a certain amount of, like, a certain period of time doesn't mean they're going to stay. And honestly, at this point, content creators for Animal Crossing have pretty much killed that, because you see this with various other games where content creators hype up, oh my god, we're gonna get a new update, we're gonna get a DLC, there's a new game coming out, everybody gets super excited, this is gonna be the best month ever. And then it doesn't happen, and they're like, oh my god, let's all be mad at Nintendo, let's riot, let's boycott everything Nintendo comes out on. And it's literally all just a ploy to get views. But then what's actually happening is you're enraging a population that actually loves a game, and then that population starts leaving and not appreciating the thing that they once loved. And then you see the decline of people willing to support it when it does actually come out, because they've been so angry for so long. And I've seen that happen with so many games and so many communities over the past 10 years. It's disgusting. Speaking of tinfoil hat, Mom doesn't think there are military bases in mountains, like inside of mountains. Same thing happened with Mario Kart. They're finally making a new one after almost 8 years. I'm actually kind of surprised that they took so long to do that, being honest. Oh man, we all about to put our tinfoil hats on. Oh boy, nothing like some late night tinfoil hat fun. It's like, I know of four. It's like, I know of many. Look, as long as she's not believing the lizard people, she's fine. We're on fire. It's fine. If we die, we die. This is our life now. Wait, do we ever become on fire? There we go. Oh no. Oh God. Some of those mountains are sus. You're not wrong. Just wanted to peek in and say hi while I drive home and listen to the stream. Going to play a new video game I got for my birthday. Oh yeah, enjoy it. You can't become on fire if you're still standing in fire, Tag. Truth. The problem is you got to get so close to the danger zone just to get all up inside the fire. Lizard people live underneath us. The bird people. Oh my God. All right, don't touch the fire. It looks very enticing, but don't touch it. No touchy touchy. Are aliens here on Earth? I don't know. Like, let's think about this realistically, right? Like, if aliens... Like, we'd have to be incredibly egotistical to think that aliens that can travel, you know, the expanse of the universe. Because, you know, even if they can travel at the speed of light, it would take an incredibly long time. Maybe they can use wormholes and they can get here instantaneously, whatever it might be. That they would want to be like, let me look at these mouth-breathing humans. Let me hang out with these dudes real quick. They could literally do and go or literally anything they wanted. And they're like, let me go hang out with these essentially ants. I don't think any of you out there... Okay, let me rephrase that. There are some people that have ant farms, right? Because, yeah, it's cool to look at, right? Sure. But apparently, like, to an alien that can traverse the universe, we're less than ants. I don't think, on the grand scheme of the universe, if there's definitely aliens out there, that they give a flying F about us. Other than the fact that we might be a problem because we like killing stuff. And quite frankly, if there were aliens, they'd probably look at us and they'd probably realize that we're destroying what is very much an incredibly rare thing in the universe to be able to produce life. And we're, quite frankly, as humans, destroying it. I do think if aliens were visiting us, they'd probably wipe us off the face of the earth. Because we're literally destroying something incredibly rare in the universe. So no, I don't think there are aliens here, because if there were, we'd either be dead or worse. Used as cattle, maybe? I don't know. I know that's an incredibly pessimistic view, but I think it's pretty realistic too. Gold. Gold's really not that rare if you can actually traverse the universe, though. Like, it's not like we're the only planet that can make gold. Like, if we could just claim an asteroid from space, gold would become worthless. Alright, so we're gonna figure out how much these sell for. I say I'm 90% sure that non-human intelligence is on Earth. I don't know. So we got I don't know. Like there's part of me that like wishes that was the case. I feel like I don't know, this may be my tinfoil hat thing. I feel like maybe thousands of years ago, because like if you look around like the entirety of like history of like religion and like any kind of thing that's civilizations like pictographs and things like that they have jotted down or wrote about or talked about, they're all very similar before any of these had kind of any contact with each other. I feel like maybe conspiracy hat theorists in me is like, okay, something definitely happened at some point in time that made every religion or belief system focus around these same exact things all around the world without them ever interacting. But I feel like right now, today, we would definitely know because people suck at keeping secrets. we would 100% know right now. Like it's impossible to even keep even the smallest of secrets hidden nowadays. How about ghosts? Do you believe in them? I don't know. I know one person who sucks at that. Are you throwing your daughter under the bus right now? Oh my God. The audacity. Cooking the cactus fruits. Yeah, so that's exactly what I thought. Like we had so many cactus fruits. I think we're about to make everything that we need to be able to pay off our most recent loan. We got to get Franklin. Franklin's my biggest priority. Secrets kept everywhere. Who's on the Epstein list? Well, that's because, look, so a secret, there's a difference between a secret where like you don't want to be outed because you'll also go to jail versus secrets like, man, I saw a freaking alien. I guess you would still also go to jail. Maybe there isn't a big difference. I don't know. Who went to P. Diddy's? We'll never, who got lubed up at P. Diddy's? Some things I guess we'll never know. Ooh, I didn't read that. I didn't think that was my quest. What's my quest? Tasks. Collect a silver perch. 1 silver perch to Franklin. All right, we'll do that in just a second. I'll be right back. Diddy in the lube is wild. Didn't he say use it or something? It was because there was a it was on sale. It was on sale, right? But no, I don't know. I'm one of those types that I don't necessarily like. I'll make fun of stuff a lot and things like that, but I don't necessarily not believe or believe in anything until given evidence of it, which makes me not great for religion. But I don't know. Oh, it's Sunday. God dang it. I knew there was a problem. All right, we got to catch a silver perch. Silver perch. I'm assuming perch are an ocean thing? They're in rivers or billabongs. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That perch or freshwater? Clearly I don't fish. I don't know anything about fish. I feel like a silver perch would be silvery and perchy looking and pretty small. Perch aren't big, right? Son of a. What is deja vu? And also, what are magnets and how do they work? Also, how the hell can you send a video signal through a copper wire? Not to mention a video signal, but millions of video signals through a copper wire and get a full-blown picture on your TV or through the freaking air with radio waves. Like, I get how it works, but also why? And also deja vu. I think deja vu, this is my conspiracy theory, I think deja vu is also airplanes. Nah. No, I think deja vu is potentially multiple realities just colliding for a moment where you're potentially seeing. Well, I gotta focus on the fishing, but don't screw up. No, I don't trust any of it. I've had deja vu my entire life. Apparently, I didn't know that that wasn't a main thing like that most people experience. Y'all ever seen baby pigeon? There we go. Deja vu is you remembering memories from a parallel universe or events that happened microseconds before they happened to you. Yeah, so that's kind of what I think. I think like I don't know if we're to believe in anything or aliens or like how big the universe is, like definitely the potentiality for multiple universes. And I think deja vu, if it happens, if it were to be anything other than just your mind playing tricks on itself, would be you experiencing something that is happening in an alternate universe that is happening just on a slightly different timeline than you, but also in the same way as you. It's like one of the theories with alternate timelines or like multiple universes is that a universe might operate slightly slower, like at a you know, a different time rate than the current universe that you're in. And one thing that we do know for a fact is that all possibilities exist at the same time. There's like this is a big old fish and it's pissing me off. Sorry, it's really messing me up. This is actually something I'm really interested in. But like, so there's that whole split, what do they call it? Basically every possibility exists at any point in time until observed. But then what happens to those other possibilities once one is observed? So, son of a, I can't get the timing for this. Hold on, I need to shut up until I catch this fish. Son of a. All right, I need to pull up a thing for this to explain this. It's the split hole theory. Let me look it up. So it's essentially nothing, which is also a possibility for why we might actually live in a simulation. So like the whole thing about simulation theory is there's an equal chance that we either live in a simulation or don't, because either we're hubris enough to think that the human race is the first race that, or the first conscious being that'll ever create a simulation, like a simulation that emulates, you know, life, or we are in a simulation. But split hole. Let me see if I can find it. Experiment. Yeah, so it's the double split experiment is what it's actually called. So essentially this is how things work in our current universe. So I'll turn this on.
Spots where the photons hit the second wall.
So the way it works, and this has been tested over and over and over. This is going to get in some nerdy stuff, by the way.
The double slit experiment defies our understanding. It involves a laser shooting beams of light particles called photons at a screen with two parallel slits. If we mark all the spots where the photons hit the second wall, we should expect to see two strips to correspond with the two slits. But that's not what we see. Instead, we see an alternating pattern of light and dark bands. This is characteristic of the behavior of waves that pass through both slits simultaneously, interfering with each other to create the pattern on the second screen. The bright lines are where the top of waves meet, resulting in a more intense or brighter area on the screen. The darker band...
But essentially, you can only tell this until it's observed. The second that it's observed, it goes to a specific spot. Is how it works.
The top of one wave meets the bottom of another, so they cancel each other out, resulting in a less intense or darker area on the screen. Here is a photo of a real interference pattern. The original double slit experiment was conducted in 1801 by British polymath Thomas
Back in the olden
It's been
times.
performed with various types of particles, including
Tons.
electrons, and they
To
were
this
gathered to
day.
behave in the same way. This phenomenon occurs even if the photons are fired one at a time.
See, that's the weird part. So so this is the important part. It's like when they first started explaining it, they were doing like, it was kind of like this wave analogy. But the problem is what we're finding out nowadays is that even if you fire one photon at a time, that one photon goes through all possibilities
that the photon is interfering with itself
at the same time.
through both slits at once.
Physicists were so stumped that they decided.
But the problem is once it's observed, then it stops doing that. Like once it's measured, which is super interesting. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of this. But what I think happens personally is that anytime you observe something, then the potentiality for an alternate universe is also formed at the same time, which I have a whole conspiracy theory about all of this that I could go down a unbelievable rabbit hole, because it would also solve the whole problem of like the whole being able to travel back in time. Because like if you travel back in time, then the reason that like if you succeeded in doing what you traveled back in time for, then there would be no reason for you to travel back in time in the first place, thus meaning you can't travel back in time because you wouldn't do it. But if you kind of envision it with the same whole like slit experiment, whereas like there is a reality where you go back in time, and then there's a reality where you don't go back in time. And if you do go back in time, the one reality where you don't continues on. And then whatever happens if you do go back in time creates a whole new reality. Anyways, it can get pretty crazy. And we can go down rabbit holes all day. I didn't process any of that. I like how the community gathers around very simple games and conversation evolves this way to double slit experiment phenomena. I think like I spend most of my nights thinking about these random things. But I think if there is a potentiality for multiple universes, I think every single choice that you make, like maybe you're driving down the road and you decide to turn right or decide to turn left. Like if you turn right, then there's going to be another reality where you turn left. And sometimes those realities bash together for just a moment where two realities are colliding, because like there's this whole like kind of like bubble theory for multiple realities where they can touch, and in that moment when they touch, then weird shit happens, right? And I think that's the potentiality for deja vu, where if you don't have aphantasia, that when those realities clash for even just a moment, that you're experiencing something like an alternate timeline or an alternate reality that might operate on a slightly different timeline than ours, or you're seeing things that happen just before they do. Because I've been able to, It's the craziest thing that I'll ever say, but I've literally had deja vu to the point to where I will stop a conversation with somebody and tell them the next few things that they're going to say to me. And I've been accurate 100% of the time. It's the craziest thing that's ever happened. It makes zero sense. I absolutely hate when it happens. But anyways, yeah, welcome to my TED Talk. Thanks for joining. All right, we need some of this right here. All right, magnets are an easy one though. Magnets work because of magnet stuff, you know? A lot of people will watch that TED Talk. I don't know nothing about nothing, man. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. All right, so we got some dongs. We got 9 more dongs. We're good to go. Are they mined or are they created? Both. You can both mine and create magnets. Quang da dong dong dong. I don't know nothing about nothing, nor does the average TED Talker. I don't know, but I think the split hole experiment shows that we live in a universe that when things are observed, they lock into place. But if all options exist at any point in time, then what happens to those options that aren't locked in our universe? And I think that also kind of solves the whole conundrum with time travel and stuff like that. Like when you decide to time travel, you lock in your specific reality, and all other realities before that point in time, they branch off in different ways, and then it solves that whole kind of time paradox thing. So I don't think we like if time travel. I don't think like in theory time travel back in time is a possibility through like mathematically, like a potentiality. We know we can travel forward in time, but there is a theory for it to be able to happen in reverse. But then we deal with these paradoxes, and I think that kind of solves that paradox. Which is why we also don't ever see anybody travel back in time, because that would, you know, be a whole different reality than ours. So you're saying that time travel couldn't change anything? Like, if you time traveled, like, where we are right now from this reality, if you time traveled, we would not see any repercussion in our current reality. You would see it in the reality that you time traveled to, and the one that branched off and that became a thing. But if you were trying to say, like, save your mom from dying from some freak accident, you time traveled back to do that. In the reality that you left, nothing would change. But in the reality that you fixed, that would change. But then you would also exist in that reality with your other self, and you would never actually be able to experience that unless you killed your other self, which you could do if you wanted. Wouldn't? Oh, Ashlyn. Oh no. Joking, Mom. I'm sorry. I would. You would. Don't throw your mom under the bus like that. All right, so we've got some Kwangdongs. We need to plant more trees. We got to make a bigger orchard. Which means we need a wheelbarrow. Shoot. Do I want to make this just one big orchard? Wait, what's our Kwangdong trees look like? That's it. Need a new daughter ASAP. Look, she's the middle child, all right? You can have so many more kids. You can forego the middle child one. I know what my bananas look like. I've got apples. I think these are apple trees. I think these are Kwangdongs. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like that's right. And I think these are the limes. These are definitely bananas. But I think this is our best passive way to income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kwang da dong dong dong. Can somebody confirm or deny if these are Kwangdongs? Somebody please look at our dongs and see if they're right. Turn and learn. You don't even drink anymore, Dustin. We can't do turn and learn anymore. You're living a very good and healthy life, which I need to start doing the same at some point in time. I was for a bit. Oh, that's not gonna work at all, in fact. I require a fee before raiding any dogs. Look, it's not my fault Australia decided to be like, I'm gonna name this thing the dong fruit, okay? It's not my fault at all, in fact. Where's Casey? Probably trying to get her groove on with Jakey Poo. My friend just informed me that one of the men who might be the Pope is named Pizza Balla. We're gonna get Pope Pizza Balla? Oh, I'm converting. I'll start believing in religion right meow. Actually, that's not to say that I don't believe in religion. I just don't believe in organized religion. I don't believe that one is better than any other. Especially when they all make all sorts of money. Okay, we got some shells. I think we can just do this the way it is. Pope Pizza Balla. Time travel dongs religion. The conversation just keeps evolving. Yeah, this is why why our channel's dying. It's fine. It's fine. I deserve it. Quang da dong dong dong. So those are bananas. Huh? Y'all saw that, right? Foolery is afoot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So if we do this in such a way that's like this, we can just plant our dongs wherever we want. Like Attila the Hun. Oh, god dang it. God, son of a... That's what I get for making Attila the Hun jokes. Jesus Christ. Aw, Cozy, you are far too kind. I don't know about that. What the hell? But I appreciate it nonetheless. Rachel, what's going on? How's life in Canada treating you? Huh? Eat the thumbnail. It's your surprised face. It's the best thumbnail ever. I did nothing wrong. Your mom loved it. I think it's amazing. It is amazing. Don't tell me what your mom loves. Oh no. It sounds like an insult. Your mom loved it. Traditionally, there would be a your mom joke there, but this one's just the truth, which is might be even. What the hell is going on with this banana? There we go. Didn't want to correct you. Only offer up another word of similarity. Mash. I don't even know what happened. All right, we're expanding our Dong Empire. I really hate the phrasing of that, but it's literally what it's called, and it's not my fault. Need any employees? No. No, I don't. I need a shot of whiskey now. Oh my god. You know what? Let's do a goal. A goal, we'll do 45 minutes. Turn down for what and make a game tonight. Start a goal. We'll drink and learn Unreal Engine together. It'll be a great night. Will we get anything done? I have no idea. What I need to do even know. Dutters, what's going on? All right, we need more dongs. Quang dong dong dong. Is that actually a fruit in Australia? It is, isn't it? If I had $1 for every time I said that to a man. Oh no, whoa, no, no, whoa, whoa, whoa. I missed something. Uh-oh.
See Joe for tag.
For tagging for the game. Oh, thank you, Cozy. Thank you.
Rhea the Mayor model an NPC after me and you got it. Or else I'm gone and taking your whiskey with me.
You think I can model an NPC? You think I know how to do that?
What did one wall say to the other? I'll meet you at the corner. How do trees get online? They just log on.
We gotta make some logs tonight. Moonshine, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Rhea, thank you. Look, I'll show y'all my process for making characters right now. For text dogs. Sarah! No, that's a different website. Oh my god. And nobody wants that website. Question mark. I'll handle making tags NPCs. Look, okay, if you can do that, then we're good to go. 50 Shades of Bald. I will murder you. I will drive to Florida right now.
Heavenly Dolphin, I said, you concentrate on your dongs. We will amuse ourselves, lol.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Not only dongs, and it's just Kwong dongs. What is a Kwong dong? Hold on. What is a Kwong dong? It's a real fruit. What do you make? These don't look like anything like the fruit in the game. Image. No, I probably shouldn't go to images. Okay. Why does it look like a brain? I don't like any of this. No. No, I don't like it. Makes me feel weird about holes.
Rhea the Mayor, make sure there's a fire extinguisher in your starter pack in the survival game. You know, for your own use.
You shut up right now. I don't like it at all. It's a fruit with a brain in it. I don't like it. Nope, 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 nope. Kwangdongs are fired from everything now. I do not like it. You'll set yourself on fire twice. I know I will, okay? I know that. You know the problem with me making a game is I decided I wanted to make it multiplayer. Because there are so many games that I want to play with everybody in the community, and none of them are truly multiplayer or with dedicated servers and stuff on the level that I want them to be. So I'm literally learning how to make a video game to make the video game that I want, and I'm doing it in the hardest possible way.
Kimberly Renee, how do you get a farm girl to marry you? First, a tractor.
Oh my god, a tractor. I can't do that. And all I want is a bat. You can have a bat. We'll make you a bat. I promise. All right, we got apples for days. I think we're Gucci.
Blackout MF, we have kumquat fruit here in Florida.
Kumquats! Ah, yeah. Get yourself some kumquats, baby. I hate everything right now. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Dingling's up. Man, that's making me realize I have to make a fruitable trees now in our game too. Wonder if we can do that today. Kimberly, thank you for the gift membership. Thank you so much. Do 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 do. Man, I gotta go to AT&T in the morning and get a new phone. I love it for me. How's my haunted apartment? Well, I don't have, my apartment's never been haunted. It was the house that I lived in that I thought maybe it was. An iPhone, do it please. I have an Android now. But they just did an update recently that really pissed me off. I don't know if anybody else got this Android update, but they literally changed everything and it's dog water. I don't know who signed off on this, but they should be fired. Are you a jar of pickles? Because they'd like to hit you on the counter. Oh, I don't want to get pegged. I think I'm all right, actually. No honey because we don't have Androids. Well, that's because, look, Ria, we all know that you have bad taste, okay? So I don't think we should be trusting your opinion.
Lady Zelda, I'd say about half the chat would love a dong right about now. Hee eyes rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh no. Sweet baby Jesus. And we can't because we have Apple. These all are bad. I have an Android, but I have a new Android, so my phone came this way. Yeah, but there was an update yesterday that just broke everything. It was disgusting. Disgusting. Rainbow fish.
Ria the mayor, hand over the bottle. Now.
Excuse me, ma'am? Anyone have any Photoshop ideas? Ashlyn, I swear to God. Look, you gotta learn how to use Blender, okay? No more Photoshop, Blender. I got the Android update and I found the UI to be annoying. It's literally the worst. It's like somebody spit in your face. All right, I need a thumbnail for our next stream.
Genesis here for the game and the dongs. Blackout MF 24-hour stream. Let's go.
Here for the games and the dongs. Oh my lord. All right, I need a thumbnail for game design, but I don't have a thumbnail for that. I'll just steal this one from Google. It's fine. Mom, should I grab my laptop? No. I'm your mom now, and I said no. No, no, no. For those of you wondering what we're doing right now is I'm making a thumbnail. Because we're gonna mess around in Unreal Engine for a bit, making our own game, and which means we're probably not gonna make literally anything good today. But if you want to just hang out and have a good conversation and be entertained for the night, we'll be doing that. Is it a dong thumbnail? I swear to God. I just spelled developing. Will it be terrible? Who knows? Dong, da dong, dong, dong. Or have we given up on I am Cal? Look.
Tags are mommy now. Hello, okay, I can live with this.
Tags our mummy now. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh, she has her laptop. No. The illegal activities. Illegal activities. You take her lap. Look, you're her mom. You can tell her to not, you know? It's a thing you could do. All right, so we're gonna redirect to this, and we're gonna pop into the next stream immediately. If you are new to the channel and you're enjoying Dinkum, we're gonna be playing tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna switch to over developing our own game right meow, which is this. If you want to come hang out with us, if not, I completely understand. It's getting late. We're gonna switch over to that right now. The stream should auto redirect you. So if you want to hang out, you don't have to do anything at all. We'll see you in just a few seconds.